today, as you see, I am making, or I'm freezer banking. I'm freezer banking rice, and I'm doing individual portions as well as bigger portions. So if I wanted to do a dish that would last me 2 meals or a dish for 2 people, I've got it. So these are the Tupperware Freeze-Its. They work fantastic. I'm going to show you how wonderful this works. And I still have access to these. And somebody asked in one of my last videos when I was using these if the labels came off in the freezer, and they do not. They actually stay on through the freezing and the dishwasher. So I've got my rice here. I'm going to use basmati. You can use jasmine. Quite often I do jasmine rice, but today it's we're going to do some basmati rice. So this modular meat holds 5 pounds, so I buy my rice in bulk. Now, these are 1/2 cup little Freeze-Its, and these are 1 3/4 cups. So I'm gonna make 4 cups of rice, and we'll freeze that up, and I'll show you how I do it. So oh boy, I need, you know what? I think I'll do 6 cups of rice. So I need 3 cups of raw rice in here. Maybe let's compromise. Let's do 2 1/2. I'll end up with 5 cups of rice. So that's perfect. Now I'm going to take this over to the sink, rinse it really, really well, and add the appropriate amount of liquid. I'm going to use a quart of my home canned bone broth, and this is chicken bone broth. It's actually, it says stock, so stock bone. Yeah, I guess that is stock. That is a stock. So you could add bone broth, but I'm gonna add a quart of that, and then the rest will be water, and it'll flavor it nicely and add some nutrition to it too. All right, come on in and I'll show you how I do this. Okay, so I have my 2 1/2 cups of raw basmati in here, and I like to rinse it. You know, rice is a grain. It's got some. It could have dust on it. It could have all kinds of stuff. So I believe in rinsing it, and then it gets off some of that starch as well. So, and I rinse it with warm water. Just get a good rinse going. This, what I'm using today to cook the rice is Tupperware's 4-in-1 multi-cooker, and this, you can use this as a steamer. I use it for all kinds of things, but it really does a nice job on the rice. I'll show you. And it's got, I'm going to rinse it one more time. And, okay, that should be good. Anyway, so drain off as much of the water as possible. So I need, for 2 1/2 cups of rice, I'm gonna need 5 cups of liquid. So this is chicken stock. Ooh, nice seal. It's gonna add nice flavor. Smells wonderful. And actually, I found that for whatever reason, it needs less liquid, I think because it holds in so much steam. So I'm only going to add another 1/2 cup, and if I need to add it later, I can. But I'm going to only add about 1/2 cup there. And then I'm going to put the lid on. So for the rice, you use this lid here, and that allows any foaming or anything will come up into this lid and then drain back. And then this actually seals on just like a seal. And there we go. It's going in a 90% power microwave. My microwave is 1,000 watts. You need 900 watts. So I'm going to put it in for 5 minutes at 90% power. And then at the 5-minute mark, I'm going to go ahead and put it in for another 15 minutes at 60% power. It comes out perfect, okay? So I will bring you back when this is all done, and I'll show you how I bank it. Okay guys, so this has come out of the microwave. We're gonna check it, make sure it's done. You just take and pinch the handles together, and it pops that right off. And you take your, ooh, it's hot. take that and put that over there, and look, we have beautifully cooked rice. Now, oh, it's fluffy. Look at that. It's very, very nice. Love it. Okay, so I'm gonna let this cool a bit, and then we'll load it into our containers. And I can't resist, I gotta have a taste. It smells amazing, but look how fluffy and wonderful. I only have to cook this one time, and I'll have enough for several applications that I need rice for, whether it be a stir fry, you know, a fried rice dish, or just a side dish. I can make a quick and easy side dish with portion control in mind, and there you go. Wow, that chicken broth makes it absolutely wonderful. So anyway, I'm gonna let this cool, and then I'll bring you back and I'll show you how to do the containers and what I do with them. Okay, so I have let this cool with the lid on, and it's ready to get in my containers. And I know I've got more than I'm gonna need, but I'm gonna take part of this rice and make Spanish rice and take it to my daughter's. So we are having pozole tonight at her house. So I've got my half cup little containers here. I know you're thinking, well, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is these freeze-its. I love this, and I'm gonna pack this down pretty good because I'm gonna let this freeze, and then we're gonna do something else after that. So we'll get these all together, and there we go. So there's a single serving of white rice for me, or basmati rice. So you can do this with brown rice, any kind of rice. So same thing with the bigger containers. I love these. These are awesome for freezing hamburger or ground turkey, ground chicken, because, well, I showed you how I did the ground chicken, because it'll hold a pound of chicken or a pound of ground beef. So again, we're just gonna get this nice and full, pack it down a little bit so we have plenty. And this is enough for 2 people, and or, you know, if I'm making like a casserole or something like that, I generally don't put more than that. Or let's say I'm making cabbage rolls. I don't have to cook rice to go in it. I've already got it par cooked. Now, the other thing you can do with this is you can actually throw this on the dehydrator and dehydrate it, and then you have minute rice. So we're gonna get the lid on this, and I'm not gonna label these. I'm just gonna keep working. To get frozen, and now I'm going to show you what I'm doing. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I need to order some more of these, and in the month of May 2019, freeze-its are going to be huge, just letting you know. And they modular mate on top of each other. They fit right on top of each other, nice and snug. They allow air circulation. So if you have, you know, a bunch of things going in the freezer, sometimes something that's trapped in the middle doesn't get frozen quite right, but this allows for that. So because I only have 2 of these and I want to put some more single serving sizes of half cup rice, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. And then that'll give me a chance to get my order in and order some more of these. They modular mate just like the modular mates for your pantry. So I'm gonna pop the lid off, and it's frozen. And I'm just gonna take right there, pop it onto some saran wrap, right? Wrap it up nice and tight. It'll be airtight, it won't get freezer burned. And I've got this single serving portion that will thaw out very simply. Now I'm going to put that into a Ziploc bag, and again, go to the next one, and that's how I'm doing this. Now, that's just giving you some ideas. So if you have other containers that will work for this, you can do the same thing. And then you're not, you know, putting all your containers into the freezer. But the same thing, you could do this with chicken, you could do this with just about anything, honestly. So this today is freezer banking rice, And now I don't have to worry about cooking rice the next several times I have a rice dish or application. It is all set. And I know it's portioned, and I've got meal prep done. All right, so that's how I do it. Guys, I hope inspires you to go ahead and do some freezer banking. It's fun. It gets some of that prep work out of the way, and you don't have to think about it anymore. And you know, like I said, you can do this with maybe some things that from if you've got some containers that you can do this with, then fantastic. If you'd like, I'll leave a link up above for these for my Tupperware website, but you can certainly do it with any kind of container. And I hope it inspires you to, you know, prep ahead. It makes meals so much easier if you know you already have stuff done. Maybe I don't have 20 minutes to spend on rice, you know? And it's saving me power because I cooked it one time, but I have multiple meals planned out of it. So anyways, I hope it was an inspiration, and I cannot wait to see you next time for another delicious recipe, most likely using some of this rice. All right.